Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the women's bantamweight bout between Maycee Barber versus Miranda Maverick. And how I see this one right here, my hand just slide into the screen, but how I see this one right here is, I don't know why not Maycee Barber, but I don't know why Miranda Maverick is getting so much hype. Well, I don't think she's getting no crazy hype. You can see the momentum. Barber's riding a 2-fight losing streak. Miranda Maverick, she's on a winning streak that extends outside the UFC and is like 2-0 in the UFC. But when we look at her opposition, not the best opposition, and also they do share one common opponent, at least as far as recent history to an extent, and that's UFC history is where I'm going with this, and that's Jillian Robertson, and in fact, who beat her better, and that was Maycee Barber. I'm not going MMA math off it, but it is some styles. More so stylistic wise, where I feel like I'm gonna say it right now, I'm picking Maycee Barber to beat Miranda Maverick. That's what it is. She might be the underdog. People might be thinking this, might be thinking that. But one thing for sure is I don't know why people would ever think that sloppy striking, this throw out striking, noodle arm, Miranda Maverick is a better striker than Maycee Barber. I don't think Miranda Maverick, I would not classify her at all. And even if somebody had a gun to my head, I would not classify her as a technical striker. She's not. I'm not gonna say Maycee Barber is the most technical striker. I'm not even gonna say, oh, look at either one of these women, study them, and you'll be good. That's all you need to do. Just look at these women, watch the tape on them, and just study them, and you'll be good. You'll be in a lot of trouble. That's all I'm saying. With both women, but especially Miranda Maverick, you'll be out cold, unconscious, real quick. You could study her fighting tape. Miranda Maverick, I would say, is a grappler, passing as a striker at times, and doesn't really mix her grappling as much as she should. I feel like that could be her best threat. But if she comes out here and tries to strike too much for Maycee Barber, I see her getting knocked out pretty quickly or in short succession. Like, she should stick to trying to grapple. But one thing about Maycee Barber, matter of fact, I'm not going to say that. That's a little bit of a push. Matter of fact, I do think she stops her. I'm not even going to say decision. She does stop her in this one. I feel like Maycee Barber, you kind of look at her fights. She fought Alexa Grasso, who's one of the best boxers in women's MMA, one of the better strikers in women's MMA. And the reason she lost that fight, because Maycee Barber, she's a well-rounded fighter. She's a fighter, they kind of be well-rounded, but they fall into category, which side do you prefer to strike? She uses her wrestling and grappling defensively, so offensively, it's not going to really be there as much, so she can lose to and by MMA style matchups, a fighter, with decent to passable takedown defense and grappling, and a better striker, which was Alexa Grasso, whereas maybe a more grappling forward fighter could take advantage of Alexa Grasso, who is, like I said, a decent defender and decent grappler herself, or have decent defensive wrestling and decent, but not great or not good, not 8, 9 out, 10 out of 10 takedown defense and grappling. Then you go against like a Tatiana Suarez or Carla Esparza, those women like that are two of the two best women wrestlers in this weight class. They could take advantage of her, or even sometimes Herring or these people, they could take advantage of it. But Barber could not, and also since that fight prior, Alexa Grasso got better. But where I'm going with this, Alexa Grasso and Maycee Barber in a different tier of striking than Miranda Maverick. Alexa Grasso is in a different tier than Barber. So Maverick, Barber, Grasso. But it goes way higher than that. But as far as women, Grasso is much higher than, yeah. So what is this one? I think Barber has shown solid takedown defense. She did lose to Roxanne Modafferi, but this is starting to extend past quick pick. This is starting to turn into a full-on prediction. But it is a full-on prediction, but a quick full-on prediction. But how I see it is, though, Maycee Barber does have solid takedown defense, and we look at her her short career historically, it hasn't been an issue with grapple. Like, she easily dismantled Jillian Roberts. She didn't have a back and forth fight like Maycee Barber, Miranda Maverick had, where it was 1-1 going into the final round, like Miranda Maverick had, and actually had issues striking with Jillian Robertson. It was a case that she would just ran right through Jillian Robertson like she was a can. That's how she ran through her. But again, MMA math, but actually they both fought them, so it is styles. But what I feel in this one, I feel like Barber should be able to stuff the takedowns of, stuff and for the most part address the wrestling of Miranda Maverick. And I feel like Miranda Maverick's going to be as active with her wrestling as she needs to. Not going to be as active with her, trying to clinch up and cage stall. I feel like, matter of fact, Barber probably going to be the one that's going to initiate that to her own detriment, what's going to make the fight closer than it should be, instead of just stuffing the takedowns and just picking her apart on the feet like she could easily do, to be honest. And also, Um, Miranda Maverick might look like this lanky, slender fighter. She's only 5'3", and actually Barber is like an inch taller than her, so she won't have the height. The reach is identical, so strength goes to Barber. Striking technique goes to Barber. I feel like she can stuff the takedowns. But to conclude this prediction, I think Barber's able to stuff the takedowns and address them for the most part, and take advantage of the technical mistakes of and really lack of non-existence of defense on Bob Miranda, on like the lack of defense that Miranda Maverick has, and be able to make her pay, land hard shots, land clean, and be able to break her and put her out in the second round. So in this one, I have Maycee Barber via second round TKO.